Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another episode of Thirsty Thursday. I hope the quality is okay today. I'm actually filming directly from my phone and yeah, it is a long story. But today my drink of choice is just a peppermint mocha. What I did was I took my Lindor truffles and peppermint and shoved it in here to turn my instant mocha that I have at home to the drink of choice for today. And it's just like that right perfect amount of peppermint, which I like. I'm coming to you guys super laid back today because it's just one of those days. I am feeling like I'm looking a little orange, so I'm hoping that it looks okay. But anyway, today's Thirsty Thursday is going to be an interesting subject. As I said in last week's Thirsty Thursday, I've been getting a lot of questions about weight loss and weight gain, or just my weight journey in general. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that, share some things, and kind of elaborate a little bit more on last week's topic, which was gaining weight in a relationship, and you know how you're supposed to deal with that if your other half, your spouse, your partner, or what have you, has been kind of giving you a hard time about it. I've since had a chance to really think about it, and like I said last week in my Thirsty Thursday, that response that I gave you was kind of rushed. I was trying to hurry up, get the boys, so I really didn't get my words out properly the way I wanted to. But I did want to state to the person who sent me the question that it does not matter what your other half is saying. You need to think positive. And if it turns out that this person is telling you, yeah, I don't like your weight, the fact that you gained weight, so therefore, you know, that's why I'm harassing you, then you need to do some major soul searching, because that's not right. A person is supposed to love you for you. So that's something you need to kind of deal with and decide what you want to go through with. If it were me, I'd be like, fuck you and c'est la vie, you know. But again, I say this all the time, I'm really lucky. My husband really loves me for me, no matter what, because that's just how we are. We complement each other really well, and I want my friends, my viewers, and everything to have a relationship like that. So if it turns out that the person that you're with is just an ass, then that's something you really gotta search your soul for and decide where you want to go. My suggestion would be, you deserve better, but it's ultimately not up to me. I learned over the course of the last couple of years with a person in my life, not my husband, but a girlfriend in my life, that no matter what I told her, and in telling her that the person she was with was just not right for her, he treats her very mean, it didn't make much of a difference. She chose to be with him anyway. So it's something you really got to search your heart for. It's a form of abuse, in my opinion. A person should not degrade you or put you down. It is a form of mental and emotional abuse, even if it's not physical. And that is another thing I will touch base with in another subject, because that was something that was brought up to me in my email, which is thehoneygirlk@gmail.com, if you have any questions. But that is what I wanted to tell you. If you're watching, definitely search your soul and decide if that is something you want to deal with, and if it's not, then it's time to move on. If he's just playing around with you, then you need to let him know that it hurts your feelings, and again, move on from there. Where you guys go from there, I don't know. It's up to you, but I wish you guys the best of luck. On another subject, or along the same subject, but slightly different. We're going to talk about weight gain, weight loss, and how it affects me personally. If you've been following my channel over the course of the last several years, whether you're new to this channel or you've been following me from my old channels way back in the day, it's been on YouTube way too long, you would have seen me really fluctuate weight-wise, size-wise. I've been skinny, I've been big, I've been this size. Right now, I am, what? Don't know why. I kind of like my hats to be there. It's kind of really trucker-ish today, huh? I have been every type of weight, and prior to YouTube and prior to having kids, I was skinny, and my husband and I played paintball every weekend. You know, we went to beach all the time, we worked out, and then we had kids, and even if I worked out, it turns out from a health standpoint, I have a lot of issues. Thankfully, I am not diabetic. Though as much as I love my sweets, it's not something drastic, I would like to think, or I'd like to hope so anyway. Meanwhile, while I sip my coffee. But I have been dealing with some health issues. So a few months ago, I talked about this in a vlog style video that I've been going to the doctor to check my thyroid, check if I'm diabetic, all of those kinds of things. And it turns out that my thyroid is fine. The doctor is doing additional tests to find out if I have other types of issues, which I'm not quite ready to disclose yet. So we'll talk about that once I go through this process. But I have gained a good 15 to 20 pounds over the course of the last year. For some people that may not seem all that bad, but for me it is, because I consistently work out. I'm either on the elliptical or I walk approximately 1.5 to 2 miles a day. So I'm constantly moving. My eating habits, we don't eat really bad. If you follow me on Snapchat or Instagram or anything like that, you guys know that I love pasta. So we do have a lot of that, but a lot of what we eat is organic. We don't eat box food in this house. Everything I make from scratch or fresh for the most part. So our food habits are really not that bad. I drink a lot of water. I do still drink soda occasionally, once in a great while. So it's not the reason for my weight gain. I've been told by my doctor that the fact that sometimes I skip meals because I'm so busy may contribute to some of it, but anyway, they're in the process of going through that. And it's been hectic. When I was graduating from high school, which was almost 20 years ago, up until I had my first child, I was anywhere between 125 to 150 pounds. And I have since put on 100 pounds more, which gives you an idea as to how much I weigh. Just throwing it out there. And it's been a roller coaster of just trying to feel comfortable with who I am as a person, because once you put weight into the factor, it doesn't change who you are personality wise, I don't think, but you have to kind of adapt to the snickers and the stares and the people saying, ah, she used to be skinny, now she's fat. I remember I went to a club when my husband and I had just gotten married. We didn't have any of our kids yet. Went to a club with him, and my husband was working as a bouncer then. And one of the guys came up to him and was like, oh, that's your girlfriend? And he was like, oh, that's my wife. And he turned around and he was like, oh, she went and put on some weight, yeah? And I was like, oh, great. And he was like, oh yeah, she was hot in high school. I don't know what happened. And the thing is I didn't even put on that much weight, but when it's noticeable and people notice, it can change everything. And it's been a challenge for me. So the question I got basically was, how do I deal with that? How do I adapt to the situation? And the honest to God's truth is that, and I'm sorry if my dog's barking, the honest truth is that it does affect me to a certain extent. Even when, like, I have people watch my videos now, they're like, oh honey, you put on some weight from back then. Yeah, I did. I'd be the straight up and honest, and the first person to admit it. I put on weight. But the thing is that you just have to take it in stride. People are going to call you out on whether you're skinny, you're fat, you're big bone, I'm fluffy. You know, they're going to call you out on stuff like that, whether it's because of their own insecurities or it's because they think that it'll make them feel better about themselves or make them popular. How you react to that situation is what will make everything better, and it is not an easy thing to deal with. I'll be the first person to admit it. Sometimes when people tell me, oh, you gained weight or whatever, like, are you eating, like, are you not eating healthy or whatever, I'm like, I really wish these people would understand my struggle, and they won't, and they don't care to know. It's how you need to adapt according. And just know I got your back, okay? People go through that all the time. If I lose weight, people say in my videos, oh, you look good because you was fat before. You know, it's, for one, I put myself on the internet, so you put yourself out there, you're gonna get people come to you. But just in real life scenarios, it does happen and it sucks, but you gotta kind of just take it in stride, honestly. That's my suggestion. I definitely want to do more weight loss videos, and I want to do more affirmation and positivity videos. I want you guys to know something. Life is supposed to be an adventure. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be a walk in the park. It's supposed to challenge you as a person to do better and be better. And once you can incorporate all of that into your daily life, it should make things a lot easier. It's not a simple peaches and cream for me. Every day is a struggle, whether I'm dealing with health issues or my boys are not well or just being a mom and a wife in general. It is a full-time challenge, as it is for anybody else, because you're living your life. But you need to try to understand that God doesn't put a challenge in front of you that he doesn't think you can't accomplish. And whether you believe in God or you don't, it doesn't matter. The challenges put forth in front of you are just your way, or just its way of not only challenging you but making you a stronger person. So know that, don't worry, like I said, I got your back. And I'm here if you guys need to chit chat or talk, but try to eliminate all the negativity in your life. I have this thing where I kind of get tired of people, so I just delete them. And that's a good thing about social media, is that, you know, if people are too negative or just filling in that space in your aura in a negative way, if you can, delete them. Get them out of your life. You don't need it, and therefore, why bother? Same with people who offer you all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You don't need it, so therefore, move on. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Thirsty Thursday. I know it was kind of scattered and all over the place. I need to go find out what the dog wants, because I just brought him in the house. He's such a brat. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like I said, thehoneygirlk@gmail.com if you want to leave me a question or anything of the sort, and something you want me to feature here on my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Like I always say in my videos, if you guys are going to be drinking anything, drink responsibly, and not if you're underage. I'll see you guys in my next one, guys. Bye.